Hey everybody, welcome back to Cardboard Commander. My name is Jerry, and we are finishing up turn 1 on enemy action Kharkov, playing the Soviet rules. When we all left, I was a little stumped with this card right here, the Army Group South, but a bunch of people helped me out, and I figured it out now. But the first thing I want to do before we get started is I want to thank everybody for all the feedback. Look, you're not hurting my feelings. Send me all the stuff I'm missing. That's the only way I'm going to get better. It's called a learn with me for a reason. I'm brand new to the game. I'm not going to get my feelings hurt. And if you are here to watch a playthrough of a perfectly played game, you're in the wrong place because I'm learning how to do this. I'm in no way saying that I'm doing all this correctly, but I really do thank you guys for helping me out. I'm pinning all the comments on the videos at the top with the timestamps so you guys can see where I went and goofed up. So again, keep sending me the feedback, everybody. Really do appreciate it. And this game's not going to beat me. I'm going to keep grinding away and keep learning and keep trying to play it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get back into the game. So Army Group South basically encompasses every German unit on the board. So I was kind of overthinking that a little bit, I guess, right? So one of the things that it says is deploy German reserves. So I could play the reserve units up there. I could deploy all 4 of those units. Or I can do turns 1 through 3 delaying action with the 1st Panzer Army, which would be this group over here. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the deployment, which may not be a bad idea. And I think we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to take these units over here, which are it says at least 4 units if at least, oh no, that's after turn 2. Okay. So deploy all German reserves, turn 2 if at least, okay, so that I can't do that, so that's for turn 2. So we're going to do the delaying action. And the delaying action, like I said, is Army Group 1, the 1st Panzer Army. And that says we do, in the indicated German Army area, place a detachment in the empty position hex that is in German's reserve supply, a VP hex, or within 5 hexes of a German unit, and to which a Soviet unit is proximate but not adjacent. So let's see if we can do that. So with these units here, don't mind my scratched hand, my cat decided he was going to eat on me a little bit. So we're going to be looking over here. So it has to be proximate of a Soviet unit, a Soviet unit. So we do have 1, 2, so these guys are all proximate here because they can all get there within 4. So it says in the indicated German Army, place a detachment in the empty position hex. That is, so we're going to go ahead and take a garrison unit and a VP hex or within 5 hexes of a German unit to which a Soviet Union. Okay, so you can't put it in a VP hex. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can't get, this is not proximate to that because they can't reach to that. And it has to be, a VP hex or within 5 hexes of a German unit and to which a Soviet unit is proximate but not adjacent. So we will probably put that within 5 hexes into which a Soviet unit. So I would say we can't put it there because it's not proximate. But I think we could put it here. Or we could put it down here maybe. Nope, because it's not proximate to a Soviet unit. Okay, so I think we're going to put it in 78. Let me know if that's right, folks, because basically I'm looking at in the indicated German army area, which is over here, a VP hex, which nothing's within that, or within 5 hexes of a German unit and to which a Soviet unit is proximate but not adjacent. And that would be the lowest number right there. So I'm going to leave that there. Let me know if that's it or not. And then that is the end of the turn. So we're going to go and look at the end of the turn sequence. End of turn. So check for victory on turn 4+. No, we're not going to do that. There's nothing there. Return all the chits to the cup. We have all of our chits right here. Remove all dispersed and forward support markers. So there is a dispersed marker here. So we're going to get rid of that. I think that's the only one. Remove German garrisons unable to trace reserve. Everybody can trace. 6 to 12, revert advanced game turn marker to next calendar space and start the new game turn. So we're going to come over here, put this in game turn 2, which is February 4th through the 6th. Soviet supplement, we get 7. So there's going to be 7 cards over there. And we put these reserve units in the reserve box. So there's some Russian and some Germans that's going to go into the reserve box. Okay. And I will show you guys. We are going to, let's see. I think that's it for turn 2. Nope, those were turn 5. I'm getting a little quick on my draw here. Turn 2 doesn't look like the only people that have were there were some Russian units and there are some German units up here, but they came in from the last thing. Then I have the eliminated units are in the eliminated box. All right, so now we're in turn 2. So now we go to the reserve place, deploy eligible German units already in the reserve box. So, and then that says rule 9.0, so let's make sure we're doing this correctly. So German reserves. At the start of the German reserve phase on game turn 2 and all game turns thereafter, deploy all eligible German reserve units remaining in the reserve box from the previous game turn. So that would be these 3 right here. They were all in the reserve box. So we go to German deployment methods, and these methods apply when conducting deploy reserve commands and when deploying delayed resources. Deploy the units in ascending order. So we're going to place them in this order, 4, 5, and 9. A reserve unit is placed via one of 2 methods. Method A places reserve units in unoccupied hexes to extend German lines and protect. Method B, available beginning game. So we use method A. So the first thing we do is place the reserve in a position hex, meeting all the following requirements. Hex is empty or occupied solely by German garrison, or is a city hex occupied solely by a one-step German. Okay, so these guys are actually, part of these have already been, there's one of those units already in Kharkov. So in the reserve armies area, which would be this area here, the 4th Panzer, and then not in Soviet artillery barrage, so we can't do them down here. In German reserve supply, where the hex German occupied, a Soviet unit is proximate to the hex. Okay, so let's see, we've got, I'm sorry, a Soviet unit is proximate to the hex. So we have a Soviet unit up here, a couple of them. And so we've got to place it in this side, and it can go in, or so it can go in a garrison unit. So I think we're going to put 4 in here. That's proximate, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next one, and he's not in danger of being surrounded. The next one is going to, not adjacent to it, so it can be an empty hex. So, and it doesn't say, okay, so I'm thinking we can put these in like I said, it says hex is occupied, empty or occupied. Reserve units, not in Soviet barrage, in German reserve. A Soviet is proximate. If placed in a hex, a reserve unit would not be in danger of surround. The hex is not Soviet-owned city, not adjacent to a German-occupied hex. Among qualifying positions, prefer a VP hex with the lowest position number. So those are already covered. Within 3 hexes of a unit in the same corps. Okay, so that would be that's a second priority. So within 3 hexes. So 1, 2. So we would, number 5 is going to go there. And number 9 is going to go okay, so since this is here, we can go within 3 hexes of that. So that would be any of these, and the lowest number would be that. You're not adjacent, so I would put him there. I'm thinking that's how we would do that. So if not, let me know. Tell me why. Just let me know. All right. So we've deploy eligible German units. Transfer all units from the current game turn calendar to the space in the reserve box. We did that. Card preparation. Place Soviet reinforcement cards. Enter the... Okay, so we get these. So some of these cards have a game turn in the upper right-hand corner. So you'll see game turn 3 and game turn 2. So we get the game turn 2 cards. They go face down in the available supplemental box. Then you shuffle the available supplemental box, which is here. So we shuffle these. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you guys can see the stack over there. So I do sleeve my cards in this game, so I don't know if you guys do. It makes it a little more difficult to shuffle, but it's not that difficult, right? You know, so we just shuffle those around. Shuffle available supplement. Draw number of cards indicated for this game turn and place face down in the draw pile. So it said 7 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and face down in the draw pile. Then it says place supplemental discards from previous game turn face down in the available supplement game turn. So those are these right here. Place primary discards from previous game turn in the draw pile. So we should be there. There shouldn't be any primaries in this, so I'm going to make sure we don't have any primaries over here. No primaries there. So place primary discards from previous game turn face down in the draw pile. So we did that. Then shuffle the shuffle the draw pile and draw 5 cards for your hand. So we shuffle these. Kind of making a mess here, so we can just shuffle these. And then we'll go like this, like that. All right, I think those are shuffled up pretty good. Then you draw 5 cards for your hand. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to put those right there for now. Then it says shuffle the German command deck, including discards from the previous game turn. Remove cards from the German action deck not valid for this game turn, and add cards valid for this game turn. So we come over here. And let's see. Those are action cards. All right, so I think those are all good there. Remove game cards from action deck not valid in this game turn. I'm going to pause here for a minute, make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, we're back. We got the German cards shuffled the way they're supposed to be. Now supply phase, so determines supply status of German units. So all the German units are in supply. So you can trace supply. So there's no German supply here, but you can trace supply that direction. And that's it. So place markers, we don't have any. Now we go ahead and play our command phase. So we take over our 5 cards and we see what we've got. So we've got a Voronezh front. We've got a mobile group pop-off. Activate all the units. We've got the 40th Army card. We've got the 1st Guards Army card. And we've got a 3rd Tank Army card. So, let's see what we're going to do. We're not really pushed up enough, and now with all these reserves coming in, we really need to make a big push. So I'm going to straighten up these units that were twisted around. All right, I think we're going to activate. Yep, we're going to activate the 3rd Tank Army. So we're going to put that right there, and we're going to pick up these cards. And I'm just going to put those back over here with my hand. And we are going to play this card here. So we are going to activate all the units in the 3rd Army, and that's down here. So let's see. The first thing we're going to do is when we activate all these garrison markers come off. Because if you activate next to a garrison marker, so they all come off. Okay. So we are going to go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move these guys. these two are going to go here and here. And they've been activated. I'll just turn them sideways. There we go. We're going to activate this guy. He's going to go. They got pretty good strength up there, but we need to go up there and get them out of that. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and stop there. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and bounce into there. Little cat hair. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. This armor unit is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this unit is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And go up there. And I think I've activated everybody from the third tank. So again, I've got to remember to turn those around just so I know. And we'll just do that right there and that right there. Okay, so we've moved everybody. So now we're going to go ahead and go to combat. So I'm going to draw my little things out here. So I think, do we have any cards to play? So I have artillery, any tactic, air power, or intelligence. So I think I'm going to play any tactic here, and we'll do the combined arms. So we will start over here. Put a cube over there so we know where we're at. So we'll start right here. They're activated, but they're not really activated. So it's one. There's a 1 loss unit there. So we're going to get to draw a minimum of 1. Chit. Then we've got a 2 and a 2. So that's 1, 2 more, 3 more, 4, and 5 more. So we're going to get to draw a total of 6 chits. And the odds are going to be, there are 2, where a 3 and a 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. So 15 to 2. So that's going to be 7 to 2 odds. So hopefully we get to push them back pretty quickly or actually eliminate them. So now we're going to go ahead and draw a German tactic card. See if they get any help. Turn 2 plus Panzer Battalion. So that is probably going to allow them to have some Panzer Battalion. Add 2 to the combat strength of the German attack. Add 1 to the strength of the German defense. This adds German armor to the combat if not already present. Add 2 to the combat strength of a German and add 1 to the strength of the German. Okay, so it's still, so there are 3, and we said we're at 15, so that went down to 5 to 1 then. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, so that goes down to 5 to 1 because of defense. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and draw the first chit for the minimum. And that first chit is Defender dispersed, unsupplied, or not supported. No. Defender adjacent. There's no defender adjacent. So want to make sure we're using that right. Again, I'm a little gun shy because I want to make sure. Applies of defender adjacent to undispersed supplied friendly unit not yet attacked. Nope. Okay. So that doesn't come into play. So that goes over here. So now we're going to draw. We're going to go ahead and draw 5 chits, and that's all we're going to draw. Hopefully that'll give us enough to get him pushed back a little bit. So the first chit we're going to draw. Is the attack greater than 4-1? It is, and that's the primary, so we're going to use that. I want to make sure these colored chits are so much different. Okay, so the next one. We pull out crossfire attack. No. I'm pretty sure that's not a crossfire, but let's double check. Crossfire is applies if defender occupies IP. Nope. So that's 2. So we don't use this one. So we've got 3 more to draw. So we draw the next one. Attacker artillery. No. Oh, yes it is. It's inside the thing. Yes. Defender artillery. So I think they said this is German armor to the attack. Okay, just armor. Okay, so that's going to go ahead and we're going to use that. And then we draw 2 more chits. German air power, no. Soviet air power, no. And then 1 more chit. German air power, Soviet supported. Soviet air power, no. So that is it for the combat. So now we come back over here. And we did the attack. We drew the chits. Now we're adding up for hits. So there's no DRM for the defender for anything crazy. Okay, so they do get tank battalion. Okay, so they already did that, right? They don't get to do anything else with that, right? Panzer battalion, add 2 to the combat strength of the German attack. Add 1 strength to the German defense. This allows armor to the combat if not already present. Okay, so they have to take 2 losses. So we're going to see how we want to how they're going to do that. So unfortunately, and there is a different colored chit, so we're going to have to put those back in the thing. So here's the combat. So if they go back 2, that takes up 2. That's all they had to take, and they're dispersed. And that's all they had to do there. And then now we can move ahead, we can move up. So the infantry will all just move up into there. And then the armor is going to move up and keep pressure on that unit and go that way. And they're going to go up toward Belgorod up here. So, all right, so that's it for that combat. And now we go back to and now we do a German impulse. So we're going to go ahead and put this. We activated the 3rd tank. These 2 cards go in one goes in the supplemental discard and one goes in the primary discard. And then we've got 3 cards in our hand, so we draw up 2 more. So we add Stavka and the 6th Army cards to our hand. So there's our hand right now. Then they're going to draw a card. And theirs is deploy all 4th Panzer Corps reserves. There's nothing in reserves. Turn 3, activate all units in that. So we can activate all of these units here. So we are going to do that. So then to activate units, they're not behind Soviet lines, so move to emptied or garrison VP hex to which Soviet unit is approximate. If city may move in DOS. If starting in a VP hex, destination must have greater VP hex. So that means to me that our proximate, so this unit here could go 2, 4, 6. He couldn't get there. So nobody from here can get up here. This unit can go 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't get up there. This could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could get up there. Oh, I didn't finish the combat right there. Okay, let's put the brakes on for a second. So we're still going to put that on there, but I forgot to do the combat right here. Got ahead of myself. So, combat there. So that would be the combat card. Okay, so what's that sound you always hear when somebody goes back? Okay, so here they're going to get to draw 2, 3, minimum of 3 chits for the minimum. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more that we can add. So that goes to 7. Now we look at odds. They have 5, 9. We have 7, 8, 9, 13 to 9. So that's 1 to 1. So that may not work out the best, but we're gonna do it anyhow. Are we gonna attack 1 to 1? No, we're not going to attack 1 to 1. That could, well, yeah, we will. We'll attack 1 to 1. So probably not the best, wisest move on my end. So we're going to go ahead and draw. First we draw the first 3 chits, and these go back in because of the color change. I really wish they would make those color. I'm tempted to mark them with a dot just to, they're hard to see. So we're going to go ahead and shake these up. And we're going to draw 3 of these. So the first one we draw, oh, we get to play combat cards first. Sorry. I am going to play artillery, and they are playing remnant. So remnant, just to refresh everybody's mind there, they get to, after resolving combat, place a garrison marker in the lowest number empty position hex within 3 hexes of the attacked hex, not adjacent to a Soviet Union and to which a German. Okay, so we're gonna go there. So we're drawing 7 chits. So the first chit we draw is going to be attack greater than 4 to 1. No. Attack less than 3 to 1. Yes, and we take a hit. I knew this was a bad idea. So we take 2 more. Attack greater than 1.5 to 1. Yes. Oh no, it's not better than 1. So we actually, Yeah, this was not a good move. We've taken 2 hits right now, and we haven't even got out of the minimum. So I think I'm learning a lesson here. So we're going to take 1 more for the minimum. City or attack not supported. They are in a city. So defense takes -1. Wow. Yeah, that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. I'm not going to take any more chits. There's no reason to do that. And let me double check, make sure. -1 defender hit if defender is in a town. Yeah, so they're not going to take any hits. We're going to take 2 hits, so we have to split these up. So we're going to take 1 here. That was not the smartest thing right there, but you live and learn, right? And then we're going to go ahead and take 1 here. And that's going to be it for that. That was ugly. And now Remnant. That was not a good one. Remnant says, after resolving the combat, place a garrison marker in the lowest numbered empty position hex within 3 hexes of the attack. All right, so within 3 hexes. So that would be right there probably. Okay. So now they're gone. We rotate these around, and that was ugly. That wasn't the smartest thing on our, that's not the smartest thing we've ever done. So we go ahead and put this in the primary discard pile. This goes in their discard pile. And now we draw for the German card. And that German card is 1st Panzer Army. Deploy all reserves in the 1st Panzer Army. There are none. In turns 1 and 2, delaying action force. So this is the 1st Army over here. Delaying action force. In the indicated German Army area, place a detachment in an empty position hex that is in German supply, a VP, or within 5 hexes of a German unit to which a Soviet unit is approximate. So they can't get there. Has to be within 5 hexes of a German unit. So that would be, from this unit we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's going to go there, and it's proximate, so that's going to go there. So they play that card. All right, so we drew up our hand. And then we're going to play 1 more impulse. This will be the 3rd impulse. Let's go ahead and put this back over here. All right, so we've got the 3rd Tank Army, which we activated last time, so we can't do that. We've got the 40th Tank Army. We've got the 6th, or we've got Stavka, or we've got the activate all units in MGP, which is this unit here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and activate these guys right here. So I'm going to put this right here just so we know we activated them. And they are going to go he's just going to go 1 to there. They're going to go 1 to there. They're going to go 1, 2, 3 and go into there. Those guys, and then these units are going to go 1, 2, let's see. 1, 2, 3 into there. And I think you can only have 6 steps, right? Yep, so they can't go in there. So let's see. Do we want to bring these guys back here? Yeah, because these guys can go 1, 2, they can go up into there. Give us more firepower. So they will go up into there. These guys down here will go 1, 2, 3. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll go up into there. And these guys are just going to go right there. They could go there because of that. It's a minor river there. All right, I think we've all moved those guys. So they're all done moving. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to attack here first. We're going to get a minimum of 2 chits. Then we're going to get to add 2, 3 more. So we get a total of 5 chits. We're inside the artillery, so we get 6 chits. And do we want to play any other card? We're not going to play any other cards. So 6 chits. They have 3. We have 5, 10. So we're 3 to 1. So let me make sure. So we're going to draw 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5 chits. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for artillery. Okay, minimum of 1. All right, so we're going to go ahead and draw the first one. Hopefully we can push them back a little bit. And the first chit we're drawing, only attacker armor. I think that is the case. Yes, and it is turn 1 through 5, so that goes there. So now we're going to draw all the rest. So we're going to draw 4 more chits. So the first one, greater than 7 to 1, no. Greater than 5 to 1, no. So that goes up there. So we grab 4 more. It's not a large attack. It's not greater than that, so we draw that. So we've got 2 more chits to draw. Come on, we need some more hits. Clear or broken terrain, no. City woods, defense -1, so that's going to equal out. And then we draw 1 more. Flank attack, so no. 1 hex attack or city. Yep, so the defender, boy, the Russians are stalling. I need to get bigger attacks going. So the defenders are not going to take any hits. Good news is we don't take any hits either, but nobody goes anywhere. So we just kind of stay there for that one. So kind of a wasted time there. So we're going to go ahead and put these guys back. Just so we know they're ready to go. Okay, now we're going to come over here. This should be a little better for us. So I need to figure out, are we going to attack everybody there, or are we going to attack, so that'd be 11, 15. Yeah, we're going to do that then. So we're going to attack We're going to attack here. So we're going to get a minimum of 1 chit draw. Then we get 2 more. So you get 2, 4, 6 more. So we get 7 plus artillery, we get 8 chits. The odds are there are 3, and I made it where we're 11 and 15, so we're actually 3 to 1. All right, so we're 3 to 1 here. The German, are we going to play a card? We get artillery, are we going to play another card? No, we're not. And then they're going to draw Remnant. Defense only, so just like last time. So we're going to do the attacks first. So we get 8 chits max, minimum of 1. So the first one we're going to draw is IP crossfire or attack not supported. No. Disrupted. Nope. So that goes over there. So that's 1. We're going to go ahead and draw all of these. So no. Yeah. We're going to draw 6 more. So we're going to draw 6 more out of there. So we drew 1. We're going to draw 6 more out of there. So first one, attack command 5 or greater. It is 3. Disrupted, nope, so that's 1. Next one, greater than 1 to 5 to 1, yes. So that comes into play. Draw again. German air power, no. Soviet air power, no. So 3 more. Large attack, drawing over 7 chits. We could, yes. So that is a large attack. Let me double check, make sure I think that's right. 7 combat chits are drawn. Yeah, I'm drawing 6, 7. Yeah, I'm drawing 7. Okay. Then we draw, let's see, I drew 4, so I need 2 more of these. Greater than 6 to 1, no. Greater than 4 to 1, no. And then the last one, city or town, no. Clear, yes. All right, so that's it for those. So they have to take 3 hits, 1, 2, 3. So he can go back 2. That's going to get rid of 2. And then flip over, and that gets rid of 3. And then they become dispersed. Okay, so the combat was here. So we're going to put the 1 infantry in there. And then we're going to bounce the armor. They're actually going to go 1, 2, and now we have put this guy in surround. And we're going to put him up there as well. And that is it for that combat. Now we do Remnant, which is place a garrison marker in the lowest numbered empty position hex within 3 hexes of the attacked hex. So the attacked hex was here. So 1, 2, the lowest number. 1, and it has to be within 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that a position hex? Yes, but then there's already a unit in there, so can't do that. 1, 2, 3, no. 1, 2, 3, no. Nope, so there's nothing to place, so I can't do that. So that goes back in the deck. And then we activated these guys, so this goes back, this goes into the supplemental card deck. And now we finish this attack over here. So we get a minimum of 1 chit there for minimum, then 2, 3, 4, so we get 4 chits. Then we get 5 because it's in the artillery, so we get 5 chits. Wait a minute. Canada. Yeah, so we get 5 chits. And our total is going to be 7. It's going to be 2 to 1. Yep, 2 to 1. So we're attacking right here. We're going to see if we're going to play another card. We are not. They're going to play pull out, defense only. So I think it has to be over 4 to 1. We're going to double check. Pull out if the ratio is greater than 4 to 1. Yep, so they do not pull out. So we draw 5 chits. We're going to draw the first chit is going to be the minimum. So we draw the first one. First one is only attacker armor. That is us. So that's a hit. Now we draw 4 more. First one. Flank attack, no. No. Oh, yes it is. Flank attack, yes. Okay. Let me make sure flank attack, make sure I got that right. I think it's, if they're split up like that, I think it is a flank attack. Applies if attacking units occupy 2+ hexes not adjacent to each other, yes. Oh, what's that say though? And then defender is not in a town or a city, so we can't flank because they're in a town. So that's 2. Now we draw 3 more. Greater than 2 to 1 or 2 to 1 and greater, yes. And that's a different color, so we're going to throw all those back in. The next one, greater than 8 to 1, greater than 6 to 1, no. And then the last one, greater than 4 to 1, less than 3 to 1. So attacker takes 1. So let's see here. The attack was here. They have to take 2 hits. So since they're surrounded, they're going to take 1 just to retreat 1 hex. And I think yeah, so that would be 2, so he's going to be eliminated. So if he gets rid of 1 there, yeah, so he's eliminated. Oh, wait. They're in a city. Let's double check. -1 defender hit if defender in town, city, or IP. So they only need to take 1 hit. And that would be 1 moving back to there because they're going to move back 1. They automatically have to flip because of that. So they take 1. And the armor unit will just go ahead and move up into there. But we do take that hex, so that's 1 victory point. And the Soviets now have 3 victory points. if I can find the right cube here. Okay. There we go. And we put one more VP right there. I gotta put the unit back there though too. Okay. Well, let's put that on the bottom. All right, so the attacker did have to take one as well. I'm making a mess here. And it has to be done by the 3 unit. So the 35G is coming off the board. And we will get their replacement. There it is, the one right on top. Okay. They go in there, that comes off there. And now they had pull out, so they couldn't do it. So that is it there. So now the Germans get to do another impulse, and then we'll go ahead and end it up right there. So these all go back into the chit jar here, or my chit bag. Again, got to watch out how fast you say that. I think I'm becoming a little more comfortable, but then I'll let you guys know when I find out if everybody thinks I'm doing things okay. But we'll see. So again, I'm probably being a little too aggressive and not with big enough numbers, but we will see. So the Germans start off and they get Panzer Army, 4th Panzer Army. So there's nobody to deploy. So they will do a delaying action as well in the 4th Panzer, which is right here in the middle. And they will do, in the indicated German army area, place a detachment, which is a garrison, in a VP hex or within 5 hexes of a German unit and to which a Soviet unit is approximate. So, it would go a VP hex or within 5 hexes of a German unit. So the VP hex that's not would be up here, so that wouldn't be. So it's going to go to 5 hexes of a German unit and to which a Soviet unit is proximate. So we would go empty position hex, that is, okay. I would think maybe there. Probably where that's going to go. And proximate to, because they could be proximate, well, no, they can't. Well, let's see, if I put it there, so if I put it there, is a German unit proximate. So you can go 1, 2, yeah, he can go there, yep, okay. So then that's going to go right there. All right, so they play that card, and I think that's where we're going to wrap it up right now. So these are the cards I have in my hand at this time. It's a Soviet turn. I'm going to put these all back here on the table so I can cat-proof this thing. I think I'm doing it right. You guys let me know if I'm not. And I'll be posting this today. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks again for all the help, everybody. See you later. Bye.